All right, so it's the SPX, S&P 500 index. Something to point out, when you look at a Bitcoin chart or any crypto chart, each candle, this is on the hourly, each candle's an hour, right? You could switch that and you could, but stay with me here. So each candle's an hour, right? So this is UTC is the time. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There's 24 hours here. But when you go to the, like, each candle is 1 hour and it doesn't stop because the market never closes, right? But the thing with the SPX is you have to realize is this is closed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's your 8 hours. See how it jumped? It says, I can't use my finger, right? I'm an idiot. See, it says 14:30. So that was opening. That was closed the previous day. So on an SP on this S&P chart, it only shows the time that the market's open. So you're only going to get 8 candles or however long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's 7 candles. I don't know. However long it's open, you get the point though. So yesterday, right out of the market, we saw hope, boom, boom, and right out of the market yesterday, we saw Bitcoin do the same fucking thing. And this is the opening market. Remember, there's 24 hours here. Well, it's less than 24 hours now because it's. What time did I go? What time is it? 1:30. So, 1:30. So about 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago, be 1:30. 14 hours ago, the market opened. The stock market opened in the U.S. for Thursday. So we came out of the gate here, humping, and got completely sold out. Now, let's take a look and see what happened. So the same pump happened, right? Bitcoin pumped, nice 3 bars. XPX, SPX, S&P pump, nice 2 bars, right? Now let's go to DXY. What happened to the dollar? It's just telling me that you can only do days, months, and weeks on the interval. There is no hourly interval for the DXY. I'm not sure why. So, oh, these are daily candles. Let's see if you can't. No, you can't take it down to the hourly. Okay. So, if this is a daily candle, this is yesterday. So these are the days leading up to where I said the DXY would probably cap at like 95. And then it did the day before. But then this candle here is an engulfing candle. It overtakes this candle completely from top to bottom, right? The body is bigger. So probably lends itself to say that this is going to probably go up. And then, so if we want to use another indicator down here, we can hop to the MACD. Now the MACD is a moving average. I have no idea what the CND stands for. It's irrelevant. But right here, the blue line cross over the red line. That's an indicator that it didn't happen yet, and you can't get faked out, no doubt. But then on the histogram, are the bars, you have the possibility that this is going to turn green. So the light pink, red's like sell off, but the light pink is buying. So don't automatically assume that just because it's red it's bad. The light pink is actually uptrend, right? So you can see here. Now when it turns green, so let's go back here, right? We got some light pink, which is some buy up, and then we turn green, little red, but then it's green, and that's like, you know, extremely bullish, right? And we're over the moving averages, which is important, right? Price goes above these lines. If it goes above moving averages, that's a bullish scenario. Why it's bouncing off of this moving average. So we got to see how this plays out. If we keep going up, I mean, I get the top here is 96.9, which is a percentage away. So I'd say we're the possibility that we touch these tops. So I'd say things are bad for the most part for the next week. Let's just see. Don't buy anything based on my fucking evaluation. I mean, part of me doing this is A, it helps me, and then we can learn together. That's important, right? Now let's check out stocks above the 200-day moving average. So we talked yesterday about how that means half of 53. That means only half of the S&P 500 is above the 200-day moving average. That's not fucking good. That's not good in the sense of where we were in April, right? Where we were at 95%. That was the top, unfortunately. Now, I will say one thing we're going to watch here is we have a double bottom potentially. So we have a nice little W here. Don't mind this. I would say 1, 2, 3. We have a nice little W. So maybe we go this way. Well, let's see, right? Jimmy, you brought up the Netflix. I don't know what Netflix ticker is. There it is. US dollar. Ooh, we don't want that. Oh, we got to get over to stock. Netflix, NASDAQ. Let's check it out. Holy shit. November was our top here. So November was our top there. I feel like that's similar to Bitcoin, isn't it? This is on the daily. Let's jump over to Bitcoin. Yeah, November 9th. Interesting. Very interesting. How the fuck do I get back to Bitcoin or Netflix? Anyways, anyway. Netflix. Wow. So November was the top there. So yeah, Netflix chopped yesterday. Bounced off this moving average. This is bearish, right? So now we talked about the moving average, the bars being above the moving averages. Now on a bearish, obviously the bars are below it. Maybe that's not obvious to you, but something to point out that they do. They start bouncing off, right? Bounced off here, bounced off here. This is actually a much larger indicator, but if I could take that out, I'll take the super trends out. All right, so we clean it up a little bit. We see, we talked about that 20 week moving average. Fucking hell, this is so easy, isn't it? Look at that. Fucking 20 week moving average, weekly, 20, which is a yellow. Look at that. So we dropped below the 20 week moving average and closed underneath it. Now, we had an engulfing, basically. Totally took over this candle. That's bullish. And then completely fucking dumped. So this is where you get fucking faked out. But it respected that 20 week moving average and then fucking tanked. That's amazing. So the other thing we want to look out for is our 200. I don't know why 200 is all the way down there. Jesus. I think, on the weekly, the 200 is always so far. Remember our S5TH, the stocks above 200-day moving average, is on 200-day moving average. So let's hop in the daily, see what happened. So there we go. We got our turquoise, teal, dropped hard on the daily right to the 200-day moving average. And then the next day, which was last beginning of January, closed, bounced below the 200-day moving average. So, and then tanked. So that's a prime example of, right, this indicator, stocks above the 200-day moving average, and it's decreasing, right? We're down to 53%, I think it was, right? Back in April, we're 95%. Now, to be honest, let's try to figure out where the bottom is on Netflix. Now this is the weekly again. I mean, on the 100-day moving average, we don't want to see it down here another week. So the weekly candle will close on Friday evening because that's a week in the market. So a weekly candle would close on Friday because the market's not open on Saturday and Sunday. So a new candle. I don't trade stocks, so I don't really know. A new candle would print on, I would assume it would print on Friday night because the daily closes on Friday. So then the weekly is complete, so it would print that. In crypto, it prints a weekly candle on Monday, 9 a.m. in Korea, which is Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S. So let's see. Let's do a little Netflix. Just because you pointed out Netflix, let's play with this for a minute. So let's get a horizontal line. I think it broke out of this range here. I could just copy this. It broke out of this range here. You can see the tops and bottoms here. Where we played this range for a while for August. When did it start? July to 2020, August 21. So almost 13 months. So 13 months it played this range. And then we broke out of the range, attempted to retest the range. And then now we're back into this range again. So I would say that it's probably going to bounce here. Remember, this is the weekly. So 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in the next month. So end of February. So I would say, 465 is the bottom there. If it wants to retest this, find support here. And maybe it even tries to find some support in here, I suppose. Give me a horizontal line. Okay. Maybe somewhere in there. And maybe this is a better spot where it would pick up is because we've got the 200-day, the 200 weekly moving average would be here. Right? Usually when you have coinciding support with a moving average, it's a good sign. MACD looks like it'll set up, right? If we continue to do something like this, something like that, I suppose. So early spring. Keep an eye on that for spring. So let's go to the daily after I put those lines in. So now, right, we have our moving averages crossing over. Did not catch the 200-day. Yeah, this is in this range. You could see it. jumping in here somewhere, 460s. And yeah, you see on the daily, boom, boom, these tops. So it broke out, retested that top, this top, and this top, all the way back from 2018, 2020. So it retested this top, right? You can see that horizontal line. So I would say a fair target would be, oop, coincides with it. I don't sell those stocks, so earnings, I suppose this is. Oh wow, this coincides with an earnings. April's the end of the tax year. I don't know why it's purple. Or the beginning of the I don't know. Anyways, 460 looks fair, and then even down to 420. Anyways, we'll see. What else? Let's check out Bitcoin for a second. If I can find the fucking chart. Okay. So we haven't talked about the Bitcoin chart yet, which I drew these horizontal lines. These are just the tops, the local tops for the previous two all-time highs. So all-time high and the previous all-time high. This line goes all the way back to the 2019 all-time high. And back to some fucking top. Who knows? Anyways, the reason I drew these is because I think if this does stay in a range, these are horizontal, by the way. Perpendicular. No, Jesus Christ. Parallel. These two lines are parallel. I did clone them, so they are parallel, even though they might not look like it. So we got our tops. We found bottom here. Yeah, I put this here maybe 3 weeks ago. I drew this one across because I thought maybe we would find some support in the fact that this jumped here off this when we sprung off the bottom here, retested this. I thought it maybe would find some importance or some support here, but this is kind of saying that it didn't, especially when we zoom in. We can kind of see that we're just getting pounded by that 20, the 20 on the daily. All right. Yesterday was a bit of a fake out. This candle's only 4 hours old, 5 hours old, so that was yesterday's pump in the market. The wick on that was what we talked about before. We had a nice little pump to start the day in the U.S. Yeah, not good. Let's jump to the weekly. 200 day. So we talk about in stocks. We talk about the S5TH, right? Stocks above 200-day moving average. So let's check out our 200-day moving average in Bitcoin, and it's below it. It's very similar to what Netflix has done, and what 50% of fucking the S&P 500 has done. Now, why I think this is important is you can't just obviously Bitcoin's more volatile, but and I don't even trade Bitcoin that often, but it's your indicator, right, for what the market's going to be and do. And trading crypto, and even if you do want to trade Bitcoin, I mean, your margin of profit is higher, right? Just because of how much lower the market cap is. Anyway, so let's go to the weekly. Weekly looks like ass. So that line I drew, doesn't even really hold in the weekly. On the daily, it looks a lot cleaner, this line. On the weekly, you can see clearly these tops and this top and this top. And remember, these lines are parallel. So we could be in a nice little channel, and this could be our ticket at 34,000. Honestly, I pray to God that it is. Yeah, so let's see. We're on a weekly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 to 7 weeks is our outlook for this, right? So where we at? Where are we looking? Late February, early March. And to be honest, by March, maybe Omicron's not as bad. Supply chains get their fucking shit together, and we're gonna look for everything to sort of turn around. I think that's the best case scenario for being rich. But if not, look the fuck out. And then, let's look on the bright side also. We got our 99-day moving average coinciding, right? You can assume that this is going to continue up here, right? So you have confluence of indicators, right? We have our moving average. We have my trend line that I drew, which is not so much of an indicator as more or less an opinion. Our RSI is going down. Our MACD looks like we're still going to have another nice big fat red one here until we turn pink. And this starts maybe trending down and then up towards the up. We just got to wait. Looks like fucking shit. They're definitely not buying anything. I think it might be too late to short. I know you guys don't short, but just should say that. All right, sweet. Fuck me. Fuck everything. Capitalism works.